Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Cars Are. Today we're behind the wheel of the 2018 C63 AMG. Powered by AMG's now famous 4-liter V8, this car is an absolute powerhouse. And it's particularly special to me because it's owned by a very dear friend of mine. So I'll let him introduce the car to you guys.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Samir and this is my 2018 AMG C63. And this is the only W205 C63 sedan in Pakistan. And if that wasn't already special enough, we had it tuned to make it a lot faster and a lot louder. So we contacted DME Tuning and Wise Tech Engineering for their stage 2 tune and catalyst downpipes, which took this car from 476 horsepower to 650 horsepower and 630 pound-feet of torque.
You know what this car is? It's brilliant. I mean, it may be based off a Mercedes C-Class, but looking at the interior, you could never tell. Everything you look at is the most incredible material. I mean, the steering wheel is laden in Alcantara, and then you have the window switches, the aluminum shift paddles, your seat movement, and then obviously this car has been spec'd with the Dizinio saddle brown interior. And as I'm sure you guys can see on camera, it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, this interior is far better than that of your comparable BMW or Audi. You would never think this is a Mercedes C-Class. In fact, it's more like the Mercedes S-Class, if anything. If there is one problem I have with the interior, it would have to be that infotainment screen. I mean, it sort of looks like an afterthought. It looks like it doesn't belong there, but was put there because the designers had forgotten to integrate one into the actual center console itself. But even then, the graphics are amazing. I particularly love when you use the drive mode selector and put the car into Sport Plus, how everything turns red on the screen. And as a matter of fact, since it is in Sport Plus, why don't we, you know, for 650 horsepower, this car really gets up and goes. And you know what this car reminds me of? It reminds me of the fact that AMG has done turbochargers better than anyone else in the game. Because, okay, first of all, there's the throttle response, right? There's no lag. You would expect it that because it is turbocharged, you would feel some sort of lag, but you just don't. And then, secondly, there's that noise. Everyone has always complained that turbocharged cars... You know what? In fact, I'm going to stop talking. And I'm going to let the car speak for me. So, how about... yeah, I just shut up and you guys enjoy this. Turbocharged? No. I mean, if I hadn't known before getting into this car that it was in fact turbocharged, I would assume that it is naturally aspirated. This car where you want on the road. And if you're at a reasonable speed, it'll actually go around, surprisingly, unlike the C63 AMG of old. And then there's the transmission. I mean, it's such a huge step up from my car, because in my AMG, which is a 2014 E63 for those of you who don't know, you could literally read a book in the time that car takes to go up a gear. I mean, just listen. Downshifts are instant. Upshifts are even more instant, if that was even possible. And then there's that V8. That glorious AMG V8. The same V8 that has etched AMG's position in my heart. And that is where I have a problem with this car. Because you see, the 63s have always been known for their V8s. Hunking great engines slammed into your average German runabouts. Cars designed to be unnecessary. Cars designed to speak to your inner 6-year-old. The V8 is what made an AMG to me and many others around the world. But those days are soon coming to an end, and far sooner than we may like to believe. AMG boss Tobias Muller has announced that the next C63 will have a 4-cylinder engine with hybrid assistance. Gone are the days of thunderous cold starts, ear-shattering revs, and tumultuous accelerations. Gone are the days of the AMG V8. I remember the first time I rode in an AMG. I had to cover my ears because the noise it made was so deafening. I remember the first time I drove an AMG. Yes, I was impressed by the way the car drove, but I was more impressed by the engine. Every car meet, every rally, every car event that I've ever been to has had that one AMG that made the most glorious noises you've ever heard. And all of that is soon going to come to an end. In a world as politically conscious, as caught up on emissions as our world is, it was inevitable that we would one day have to wave goodbye to the AMG V8. But for that day to come so soon, it's heartbreaking. I'm interested to see what the 4-cylinder C63 AMG is going to be like. But, I mean, it doesn't have a V8, so what's the point? I'm sure it'll excel performance-wise. I'm sure it will be amazing. But it won't have that AMG motor. And like chai without biscuit, it'll still be good, but I can say with 100% certainty that you'll always be aware of something missing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Cars are out.